Yes, we are looking at multiplication. And when you want to look at multiplication, it says number go for number and sword go for sword. You can simplify everybody before you do that, or you multiply at once. But the best way is to simplify for an easy working. So let's go for this. You have to simplify root 18 times 2 root 15. Exactly the way we have been simplifying it, we look for the factor of 18. And I want you to remember that we say 18, you look for the number that can go there, that is 9. 9 is a perfect square, and we say 9 times root 2 times the 2 is there. You ask 50 again. I believe everybody should know what 50. 2 can go there again. That gives us 25. 25 is a perfect square. We give us what? 25. The square root of 25 times root 2. And what is square root of 9, which is 3 root 2. We have 2 there already. What is square root of 25? 5. And we have root 2. And we have 3 root 2 times 2 times 5 give us 10 root 2. And like I said earlier, number go for number, and that is 3 times 10. And what do we have again? Root 2 times root 2. And 3 times 10 will give us what? 30. And root 2 times root 2 will give us what? Root 4. And that will be 30 times, what is square root of 4? 2. 30 times 2 will give us what? 60. Let's repeat it again. I said that we know how to simplify. We got our simplification of 18, we give us 9 times 2. We got the simplification of 50, give us 25 times 2. The square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 2 is 6, root 2. 2 is there already. Square root of 25 is 5. Root 2 is there. 3 root 2. 2 times 5 give us 10 root 2. And when I say number go for number, sword go for sword. Who is the number there? 3 and 10. And what is the sword there? Root 2 and root 2. 3 times 10 give us 30. And root 2 times root 2 give us root 40. And 4. And what is root 4? 2. And 30 times 2 give us 60. Let's take another example. Example 2. Example 2 says that we have root 24 times 3 root 15 times root 18. We are having 3 number here. And we'll repeat again. Root 24 times 3 root 15 times root 18. We have 24. We can quickly find that. And what is that? Root 6 times 4. And what is 15? 15 is what? 5 times 3. Let's break it down. And 18 is what? Root 9 times root 2. It depends on your mind, the number comes to your mind. And do we have square root of 6? No. Root 6. Square root of 4 is what? 2. And we have 3 there. We have square root of 5? No. Square root of 3? No. And what is square root of 9? 3. And what does it give us? Root 2. Now, what did I say? Number go for number and sword go for sword. Let's pick the number. We have 2 there, times 3, and times another 3. This is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 3. And we'll pick the sword. We have root 5. We have the root 6 first. Let me write root 6 4. Root 5 times root 3 and times root 2. If you look very well here, 2 times 3 give us 6, times 3 give us 18, times root 6 times root 5. The last 2 numbers, what will it give us? It will give us root 6, and that is root 6. Are you with me? And we have 18. How many root 6 do you have there? 2. Root 6 times root 6. And the last person is root 5. And who is root 6 times root 6? Will give us root 36. And what is the square root of 36? That gives us 6 times root 5. And what do we ask ourselves? 6 times 8 give us what? 48, and we have 4 left. And 6 times 1 give us 6, plus that 4 will give us what? 10 root 5. Is that not so interesting? Let's flash back. 24, we find the square root. The factor of is 6 and 4. 15, we break it down again. 5 and 3. 18, 9 and 2. And 6 does not have a square root. 4 have a square root. And we have 3 there. Root 5, root 3. Root 9 is what? 3. And 2. We collect number for number. And who are the number? These 2, these 3, these 3. And who is the sum? Root 6, root 5, root 3, root 2. And after multiplying 2 times 3, give us 18. And we have 6 here. We can say 3 times 2 will give us 6. We wrote that. And that means it's a pair number. And 6 times 3 give us 36. What is the square root of 36? 6 and root 5. Multiply this one. We have 108 root 5. I will drop my assignment there on the comment section. We are looking at division, and we are saying rationalize 3 root 18. For you to rationalize, you must make sure that the denominator become a rational number. And how can that be? You try to multiply the numerator and denominator by root 18, or you simplify root 18 and you work with the surd one. But for easier one, let's take the number straight root 18 by multiplying by it, and that gives us 3 over root 18 times root 18 over root 18. We are doing that for us to rationalize this number, and that gives us what? 3 root 18 over root 18 square. Are you with me? And from there we are having what? 3. We simplify root 18, which is 9 times root 2. I expect you to have known how to simplify now, so far from what we have done so. And root cancel square, and we have 18. And from there, we say what? 3 here. What is square root of 9? That gives us 3. You have square root of 2? No, that is root 2 over 18. You ask yourself, 3 times 3 gives us 9, root 2 over 18. What can go in 2 of them? That is 9. 9 here, 1 root 2 over, how many 9 can go here? 2. And that is our final answer. From there, let's take another example. Example 2. Example 2 says that rationalize, that is 3 root 32 over root 3. And I have that 3 root 32 over root 3. What do you do again? You try to multiply the number, the denominator number, which is what? Root 3 times root 3 over root 3. Are we following me? And from there, we have 3. What is root 32? That gives us 16 times root 2 times, who is there? Root 3. All over what? Root 3 times root 3 is what? 9, which I'm still writing root 3 square. And you ask yourself again, what is square root of 16? 4. The square root of 2 is what? Root 2. 3 is what? Root 3. And roots cancel power, we have 3. And if you say 3 times 3, 9. What is square root of 9? Is still 3. Can you see that? And that will give us 3 times 4 will give us what? 12. And 2 times 3 will give us what? Root 6 over 3. And what happened here? 3 can go in this number, and that will give us what? 4 root 6 as our final answer. Let's brush back again. We are having 3 root 32. 32, we are multiplying root 3 by denominator and the downs and the denominator. Why? Because we want to make the denominator to become a rational number. And now after doing that, we simplify 32 with root 16 times 2 times root 3 here, and we try to work it out. 3 is standing on its own, 16 is 4, root 2 is still root 2, root 3 is root 3, and 3 times 4 give us 12, 2 times root 3 will give us root 6, and 3 is downstairs. 3 can penetrate in 12, and that gives us 4, and that gives us root 6. We are looking at example 3, simplify 3 root 8 over 2 root 6. The solution, we have 3 root 8 over 2 root 6. You see that the one I'm having here is having a number beside it. We do the same pattern with that. You can multiply the two number, or you take only the irrational number to multiply through. But how we say 3 root 8 over 2 root 6, I'll pick only the irrational number, which is root 6. I'll multiply it by the numerator and the denominator. And from here, I have what? 8 times 6 will give me what? Root 48. And I have what? 2, 6 times 6 will give me 36. I'm using root 6 and square. And from there, I proceed. I'll ask myself, I want to remind you again, if you don't know it, say root 48. 2 year 2, 2 year 4, 2 year 1, 2 year 2. 2 year what again 6, 2 year 3, 3 year 1. How many pairs do you have here? You have 2 pairs. 4 times 4 will give us 16. And you quickly say 3, okay? 3 root 16 times root 3 over what? 2 root 6. 2, that is root 2 cancel power. We give us 6. And from there you say, what is square root of 16? We give us 4 root 3. Are you following me? And 2 times 6 will give us 12. And from there, 3 times 4 give us what? 12 root 3 over 12. 12 cancel 12, that gives us 1 root 3. And finally we say root 3. And that is our final answer. Let's go back again. We're having 2 root 6 as the numerator. What we are after is to rationalize root 6. You can multiply 2 root 6 in 2 sides, but I think for easier and faster, make use of what? Root 6 to eliminate that. And we have 3 root 48 over 2 root 6 squared. What is 48? Use the long method to get the factor, and the one that has the pair, how many pairs there? We have 2 pairs there, and that is 4 times 4, that is 16. What is square root of 16? 4, and 3 times 4 gives us 12, and we divide 12 by 12, and the final answer gives us root 3.